Hi everybody, welcome back. So, ever since I was a kid, I had a hard time dealing with compliments because my parents been telling me that modesty is one of the biggest virtue in Chinese culture. And even if you think you've made an effort and you actually deserve those compliments, you're not supposed to take them, at least not right away. Well, and also because of this collectivism thing going on in Chinese culture, your success can probably be attributed to everyone else who has or hasn't helped you, to the environment, to your luck. So it's not appropriate just to take those compliments and take all those credits for yourself. But in this lesson, we're going to teach you different ways to deal with compliments when you receive them without seemingly too proud. Well, one way to deal with compliment is to return it. And there are 3 different ways you can return it. The first one is to say the same thing. And the second one is to return it and upgrade it. And the third one is to downgrade it. So how does those different things work? So suppose if someone says 你很漂亮, which means you're so pretty, you're very pretty, then what can you say here? Oh yeah, thank you. Or oh yeah, thanks for noticing. But that's kind of awkward, isn't it? So one thing you can do is to return this compliment by saying 你也很漂亮, which means you're very pretty too. Or if that's a guy, then you can say 你也很帅, or you're very handsome, or you're very good looking as well. But the second way is to upgrade this compliment, of course, to the person that you're returning to, by saying 你更漂亮, which means, oh, you're even prettier, or you're even better looking. And the third way is to downgrade it, of course, but downgrade yourself, not the other person. So by saying 没你漂亮, which means I'm not as pretty as you are, or I can't compete with your cuteness, or that kind of things. So you're basically downgrade yourself and upgrade and return the compliment to the other person. One interesting about returning the compliment is suppose if Chinese people compliment your Chinese skills, your Mandarin skills, by saying 你中文说得真好. You can return this compliment by saying 你中文说得更好, which means your Mandarin is even better. Okay, the second way to deal with compliment is by shifting the focus of this compliment. And I think people do this in every culture. But in this Mandarin context, so how can you do this? So if people say 你中文真好, which means your Mandarin is so damn good. So how can you shift the focus? So you can say 是因为, well, it is because 老师教得好. It is because my teacher taught me well, not because of me. Or 是因为我在中国待了很久, which means it is because I spent a long time in China, not because I'm smart or anything. And also you can say 是因为我每天看 Trendy Mandarin. It is because I watch Trendy Mandarin every day. And it's not because I'm smart or something. And by shifting the focus, you successfully avoid self-praising, which might seem a little bit too confident. And at the same time, you also avoid disagreeing with the person who's saying the thing to you, which might embarrass him or her if you just reject his or her compliment. Well, the third way to do this is to play dumb and to make it seemingly not such a big deal by saying 真的吗? Which means really? Really? Or 哪里哪里, which literally means where, but it's more like not really, no, I don't see it, no way, or that kind of things. But there are some confusions going on with this where because some foreigners or some non-native speakers take it for its literal meaning. by interpreting it as the person asking you, where, like which part of me is pretty. And they actually explicitly say that, oh, your nose is pretty, but when Chinese say where, it doesn't mean where, like which part of me is pretty, but it's just like, no way, I don't see anywhere, or I don't feel like I'm pretty. And also, to make it even politer, or you can add a few laughters to mitigate the saying. So how does this work? So if someone says, 你中文说得真好, you could say, 真的吗? which means just really, I don't see it. Or actually, you can use a combination of any two of those like ways that we talk here to make the most extremely polite way to return a compliment. So the thing works like this, if you still remember the previous two ways that we taught you, is if someone says, you're so pretty, 你真漂亮, you could say, 哪里哪里你更漂亮, ha ha ha, which means, nah, I don't see it, but you're even prettier, ha ha ha. And also, if someone says, 你中文讲得可真好, your Chinese is so damn good. And you could say, 真的吗? 是我老师教得好, which means, oh really? It's because my teacher taught me well, not because I'm smart or anything. So I hope you guys all get what we've taught here today, and I hope you're really enjoying watching our lessons, and see you next time.